Radiologist Professor Ashraf Salim is about to conduct the first ever virtual post-mortem of King Tutankhamun.
The discovery of the tomb of the Egyptian king Tutankhamun 100 years ago this year made headlines around the world.
Legendary discovery of King Tut's tomb. Our Kelly Kobiea has more on what's still being discovered in the desert sand a century later.
Secrets in history are becoming unveiled. King Tutankhamun, a historical Egyptian pharaoh, has received attention from archaeologists and scientists for many years, but shocking and terrifying secrets from his DNA have recently revealed ancient mysteries Egyptians did not want us to find. From his mysterious death and the possibility of his short lifetime to secrets about his parentage, the discovery of King Tut's tomb has marked a huge milestone for modern archaeology. What secrets were uncovered? What was his cause of death? Brace yourself as we delve into recent findings from King Tut's DNA and terrifying details about his life and death. Archaeologists embarked on a major journey into the depths of history, unlocking the secrets concealed within King Tutankhamun's tomb. As they unraveled the layers of time, they encountered the preserved remains of the ancient Egyptian pharaoh. The careful examination of Tut's DNA has unveiled potential causes behind his demise, including malaria and genetic weakness, exposing the shocking mysteries that surrounded this strange ruler. Through the lens of genetic analysis, the researchers speculated on several plausible truths about King Tut's parentage that could have led to his untimely end. The ancient DNA hinted at the looming shadows of malaria, a famous silent assassin that might have haunted the young pharaoh. The narrative of his life echoed with the possibility of foul play, suggesting the ominous prospect of murder lurking in the corridors of history. Delving deeper into the annals of Tut's existence, the specter of frailty emerged. Could this young ruler have succumbed to the challenges of a physically demanding life, or perhaps faced a tragic fall? The frailty of an elderly king, or the vulnerability of a genetically weakened teenager, unfolded as potential threats in the narrative of his mysterious demise. In the wake of these revelations, the past reverberated with questions, and each piece of Tut's genetic puzzle added layers to the intriguing tale. The story of King Tutankhamun, once veiled in the shadows of secrecy, found a new chapter in the meticulous scrutiny of his DNA, a testament to the relentless pursuit of understanding by those who dared to venture into the echoes of ancient Egypt. King Tutankhamun, famously known as King Tut, was an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who ascended to the throne at a young age. Born around 1342 BCE, his reign marked a significant period in Egypt's history, specifically during the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom. Despite his relatively brief rule from approximately 1332 to 1323 BCE, King Tut's legacy has endured, largely due to the discovery of his tomb in the Valley of the Kings. Tutankhamun became pharaoh at the tender age of 9, following the death of his father, Akhenaten. A return to traditional religious practices marked his reign, as Akhenaten had introduced a short-lived period of monotheism centered around the worship of Aten, the sun disk. Tutankhamun's rule aimed to reinstate the polytheistic beliefs of ancient Egypt. The young pharaoh faced challenges, with the country in a state of recovery from the religious changes implemented by his predecessors. Tutankhamun's advisors, notably Ai and Horemheb, played crucial roles in guiding him during this restoration period. His reign saw the restoration of temples, gods, and the bureaucracy that had been dismantled during the Amarna period. One of the intriguing aspects of King Tut's life is the mystery surrounding his death. While modern scientific examinations, including CT scans and DNA analysis, have provided insights into possible causes such as genetic disorders, malaria, and a leg fracture, the exact circumstances remain uncertain. Theories suggest he may have succumbed to complications from a broken leg or an infection, given the presence of a cane and walking sticks in his tomb. The significance of King Tut's tomb lies not only in the extraordinary wealth it contained, but also in its preservation. Unlike many royal tombs plundered in antiquity, Tutankhamun's final resting place remained undisturbed for over 3,000 years, providing an invaluable snapshot of ancient Egyptian funerary practices and artistic achievements. Today, the artifacts from King Tut's tomb are exhibited in museums worldwide, allowing people to marvel at the splendors that accompanied this young pharaoh into the afterlife. What truly catapulted King Tut into global fame, however, was the discovery of his nearly intact tomb by Howard Carter in 1922. The burial chamber contained a wealth of treasures, including his famous golden death mask, intricate jewelry, chariots, and various artifacts that offered valuable insights into the beliefs of ancient Egypt. Born in 1874, Carter developed a passion for Egyptology at an early age. His artistic skills and keen interest in history led him to work as an archaeological artist and later as a chief inspector for the Egyptian Antiquities Service. The story of Tutankhamun begins with the unearthing of his predecessor's tomb, Amenhotep III, by Carter's mentor, Flinders Petrie. This ignited Carter's fascination with discovering the elusive resting place of a virtually unknown pharaoh, Tutankhamun, who ruled during the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom. Carter faced numerous challenges in pursuing his dream. His initial excavations proved unsuccessful, leading to setbacks and strained relations with funding sources. However, his determination remained unwavering. Carter's expertise in archaeological methods and his understanding of ancient Egyptian burial practices fueled his conviction that Tutankhamun's tomb was still undiscovered. The life-changing moment came in 1922 when Carter, backed by Lord Carnarvon's financial support, persisted in his search in the Valley of the Kings. The journey was riddled with bureaucratic obstacles and financial constraints, but Carter's belief in Tutankhamun's hidden tomb propelled him forward. On November 4, 1922, Carter's team uncovered the top of a staircase, revealing a sealed doorway that eventually led to the burial chamber of the young pharaoh. What was behind the sealed doorway, and what mysteries surrounded his death many years ago? As the sealed doorway was opened, revealing an untouched chamber filled with an array of artifacts, the world watched in awe. The treasures within were remarkably preserved, providing an unparalleled glimpse into the extravagance of ancient Egyptian royalty. Gold, statues, jewelry, and a magnificent golden mask adorned the burial chamber, capturing the imagination of people worldwide. Carter's exploration of King Tut's tomb unfolded meticulously over several years. Each artifact was cataloged and studied, shedding light on ancient Egyptian burial practices, religious beliefs, and the cultural significance of the pharaohs. The discovery marked a turning point in Egyptology, offering valuable insights into a civilization that had fascinated historians and archaeologists for centuries. The excitement and fascination surrounding King Tut's tomb persisted for decades, with numerous exhibitions showcasing the treasures found within. The boy king's golden burial mask became an iconic symbol of ancient Egypt's grandeur, captivating the public's imagination and inspiring further research into the mysteries of the past. In King Tutankhamun's tomb, a wealth of treasures was unearthed, shedding light on the luxury of ancient Egyptian burial practices. As archaeologists carefully opened the burial chamber, they discovered a series of nested coffins, the outermost made of wood and covered in gold leaf. Within these coffins lay the mummy of the young pharaoh, adorned with intricate jewelry and a striking gold burial mask. The treasures surrounding King Tut's mummy were nothing short of spectacular. Intricately crafted golden collars, amulets, and bracelets adorned the body, each piece reflecting the skilled craftsmanship of ancient Egyptian artisans. The burial mask itself, a masterpiece of gold work, featured a serene and youthful portrayal of King Tutankhamun, with lapis lazuli and other precious stones accentuating the detailed craftsmanship. The funerary furniture in Tutankhamun's tomb included an elaborate gilded throne, symbolic of his royal status. Exquisite miniature statues, vessels, and other ceremonial items were carefully arranged to accompany the pharaoh into the afterlife. Beyond the visible treasures, the tomb held a multitude of artifacts, each carrying its own significance and purpose in the ancient Egyptian belief system. Among the remarkable finds were canopic jars containing Tutankhamun's organs, preserved to ensure a successful journey into the afterlife. The walls of the tomb were adorned with intricate paintings and hieroglyphs, depicting scenes from Egyptian mythology and providing guidance for the pharaoh's journey through the underworld. The attention to detail in these artistic representations showcased the Egyptians' deep cultural and religious beliefs surrounding death and the afterlife. As the archaeological team meticulously cataloged and studied each artifact, they uncovered not just a burial chamber, but a portal to the past, offering invaluable insights into the life, death, and religious practices of one of Egypt's most famous pharaohs. The treasures of Tutankhamun's tomb continue to captivate the world, providing a tangible connection to the rich history and cultural heritage of ancient Egypt. The mystery surrounding King Tutankhamun's death has fascinated historians, archaeologists, and the general public alike. The circumstances of his demise, shrouded in the sands of ancient Egypt, have given rise to numerous theories and hypotheses. One prevalent theory suggests that King Tut may have died from complications arising from a leg fracture or clubfoot. Examination of his mummy revealed a shattered leg, and some believe that an infection resulting from this injury could have been a contributing factor to his untimely death. Another intriguing hypothesis delves into the possibility of King Tutankhamun succumbing to genetic disorders. Some studies propose that consanguineous marriages within the royal family might have led to congenital anomalies, which, in turn, could have played a role in the young king's health issues and ultimate demise. The suggestion of malaria being the cause of his death has also fueled speculation about the potential impact of infectious diseases on his health. Malaria was prevalent in ancient Egypt, and it suggested that a severe case might have overwhelmed King Tut's immune system, contributing to his death. Theories also abound regarding foul play in the form of an assassination. While evidence supporting this notion is scarce, historical records hint at political turmoil during Tutankhamun's reign. Some theorists propose that he might have fallen victim to power struggles, and his death could have been a result of intentional poisoning or foul play, orchestrated by individuals with vested interests in the throne. As we continue to unravel the mysteries surrounding King Tut's death, each theory brings forth a new dimension. The interplay of injury, genetics, infectious diseases, and political intrigues paints a complex picture, leaving us to piece together the puzzle of how this young pharaoh met his untimely end in the sands of time. What are the sinister theories regarding his DNA, and why was his immune system weak? Some researchers have delved into intriguing theories surrounding King Tutankhamun's DNA, suggesting that he might have been a product of incest within the royal family. This proposition stems from the analysis of familial relationships within the ancient Egyptian pharaonic lineage. The idea is that intermarriage among close relatives, a common practice among Egyptian royalty to maintain the purity of the bloodline, could have led to genetic anomalies such as a very weak immune system. In this case, the theory speculates that King Tut's immune system might have been compromised due to these genetic factors. Some researchers propose that the weakened immune system could have made him more susceptible to illnesses, including malaria. It's worth noting that the mummified remains of King Tutankhamun did show signs of health issues, and there is an ongoing debate among scholars about the exact cause of his death. Some theories suggest that King Tut might have experienced mobility issues, possibly requiring a cane for walking. This speculation ties back to the idea that his physical condition could have been a result of genetic factors arising from the practice of royal intermarriage. These sinister theories not only contribute to the mystery surrounding King Tutankhamun's life and death, but also open a window into the complex dynamics of ancient Egyptian royal families. As with many historical enigmas, the precise details of King Tut's life remain shrouded in the sands of time, leaving room for speculation and exploration by researchers and historians. King Tutankhamun's parentage has long been a subject of intrigue and study in the field of Egyptology. His father is believed to be Akhenaten, the pharaoh known for introducing a monotheistic form of worship centered around the sun god Aten. Akhenaten's influence on Egyptian religion and art was significant, as he moved the capital to Akhetaten, now called modern Amarna, and shifted focus from traditional gods to the singular Aten. Some theories propose that Tutankhamun's mother might be one of Akhenaten's minor wives, possibly Kia. However, identifying the precise maternal lineage remains challenging due to incomplete historical records and conflicting evidence. The prevailing hypothesis suggests that Tutankhamun's mother was Queen Taya, Akhenaten's primary wife. This view is supported by genetic analysis, including DNA testing of Tutankhamun's mummy, which indicates that Akhenaten and Queen Taya were likely his parents. The familial connections within the royal line were interesting, involving marriages between siblings to maintain the purity of the royal bloodline. These practices aimed to preserve the divine essence believed to be inherent in the ruling family. While the exact details of Tutankhamun's parentage may never be conclusively determined, ongoing archaeological and scientific research continues to shed light on the fascinating history of ancient Egypt, unraveling the mysteries surrounding the boy king and his royal lineage. His mother, Queen Kia, has been the subject of various speculations, with some suggesting she was a minor or a lesser-known wife during the time of Tut's birth. In the complex tapestry of ancient Egyptian royalty, Queen Kia's role is somewhat enigmatic. Some historians propose that she might have been a secondary wife or concubine, perhaps not as prominent as other queens. The evidence supporting this claim is often inferred from the lesser prominence given to Kia in historical records compared to other queens of the period. While the exact age of Queen Kia at the time of Tutankhamun's birth isn't definitively known, there are theories suggesting she was younger than the main queens of the time. Some researchers point to the rushed and less elaborate burial of Queen Kia compared to other queens, interpreting it as a sign of her lower status in the royal hierarchy. The familial dynamics in ancient Egypt's royal households were also complex, often influenced by political considerations and power struggles. The exact relationships and status of the wives and mothers of pharaohs, including Queen Kia, are sometimes obscured by the gaps in historical records and the passage of millennia. King Tutankhamun's physical condition has been the subject of extensive examination through DNA and archaeological analysis. Let's delve into the details of his body, considering various aspects such as the skull, face, arms, legs, and torso. Starting with the skull, researchers have carefully studied its structure, looking for any abnormalities or distinctive features. They noticed a notable head injury on his skull. The injury, located at the back of his head, sparked intrigue and led to various theories about its origin. Some experts suggested that this injury might have resulted from an accident, possibly a fall. If Tutankhamun had mobility issues, perhaps needing a cane to walk, a fall could explain the head injury. The examination also raised questions about the possibility of a more deliberate cause. Some proposed scenarios involve political intrigue or even an act of violence within the royal court. The nature of the injury, its location, and the historical context contribute to the ongoing debate among historians and Egyptologists. The facial characteristics, including the jawline and eye sockets, have been scrutinized to gather insights into Tutankhamun's facial appearance. Moving down to the face, the analysis has focused on understanding the expressions and features that might offer clues about King Tut's life. The examination has aimed to provide a more vivid image of what he might have looked like during his reign. Arms and legs have undergone a thorough assessment for any signs of injury, trauma, or physical stress. These analyses can unveil aspects of King Tut's lifestyle, such as his physical activities, potential ailments, or injuries sustained during his lifetime. The torso, being a central part of the body, has been carefully studied to ascertain any abnormalities or specific conditions. Researchers aim to understand King Tut's overall health, looking for signs of diseases, malformations, or other indicators that might shed light on his well-being. By combining DNA analysis with archaeological findings, scientists have managed to piece together a comprehensive understanding of King Tutankhamun's physical condition. This multidimensional approach allows for a more nuanced interpretation of his life, health, and the circumstances surrounding his reign. While the general public may not be experts in archaeology or genetics, the revelations about King Tut's cause of death have sparked widespread interest and varied opinions. With the availability of information on platforms like social media and news outlets, people from different walks of life have voiced their thoughts on this historical revelation. Some individuals, fascinated by ancient history, have embraced the scientific findings with enthusiasm. They appreciate the meticulous work of archaeologists and scientists, considering the advancements in technology that allow a deeper understanding of historical figures. The idea that DNA analysis could uncover details about a pharaoh's life and death has captivated the imaginations of those intrigued by ancient civilizations. On the other hand, skepticism exists among some members of the public. Some may question the validity of the methods used or the accuracy of the results, reflecting a general mistrust in scientific findings or perhaps an inherent suspicion of authority. Conspiracy theories might emerge, suggesting ulterior motives behind the research or interpreting the results in ways that align with particular beliefs or narratives. Besides, religious perspectives can play a significant role in shaping public opinions. People with strong religious convictions may interpret the revelations about King Tut's cause of death in alignment with or in contrast to their spiritual teachings. For some, it might not just be a scientific discovery, but a topic laden with theological implications, prompting discussions within faith communities. The interest in King Tut's death also extends to cultural enthusiasts who find joy in exploring the mysteries of the past. The discussions around the pharaoh's life and demise become a part of the broader narrative of ancient history, engaging a segment of the public who appreciates the richness of human heritage. Whether fueled by a fascination with history, skepticism towards scientific methods, religious considerations, or cultural appreciation, these opinions collectively contribute to the ongoing dialogue surrounding one of history's most iconic figures. But what do you think caused his death? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this.